Hello guys, welcome to Accounting Lab. We're going to look at Term 1 accounting for grade 12s, but we're going to divide it into three parts, and which is grouped in terms of Companies Act. And then the first part, we're going to look at the terms, or rather what you did in grade 10 and grade 11. And then the second part, we build into grade 12. And then the third part, we also maybe look at examples and some of the past exam papers. So let's quickly look what you would have done in grade 10. You would have done a sole trader. And then what is a sole trader? We know that is someone just starts their own business. That could be a spaza shop, someone who cuts hair on the side. That business is unregistered. You also pay tax on your own as an individual. So you cover that in grade 10, but at the basic of it, it's run by one person. And then in grade 11, you did partnerships. Partnership, where we know that a partnership could be between 2 and 10 people. That's a partnership. So, but now what's then the focus now in grade 12? We're taking it more to advanced level, which is companies. We're going to look at companies. So what is a company? For someone to have a company, you would have started a business. Any business, you can take someone who started as spaza shop, as we've spoken about it there. So that's a business. But you can transform that business to be a company. And then for that thing to be a company, it needs to be registered. It needs to be registered. That's the first thing. This is what makes the difference between a sole trader and a company, because in a company, we know that that company needs to be registered with something called CIPC. Right. So, but I'll stop there. So there's two different types of companies. We have public company, and then we have private company. And it's very important that you know what's the difference between the two. Usually you'll see a public company, it ends with LTD, which is limited. And then a private company, it ends with PTY Ltd. Right? So these things, you would have covered them in business management, or you're still going to cover these things when you do business management. But that's the biggest difference between a public company and a private company. That you will see that when you have a public company, you will write your name as this. Maybe I'll use my surname. I'll say Sishoka Company Ltd. Then you know this is a public company. If it's a private company, I'll say Sishoka Company Pty Ltd. So this shows you that this thing is a private company. But what's then more important? What differentiates between a public company and a private company? So a public company is any company that's listed on JSE. What is JSE? Is Johannesburg Stock Exchange. That's a public company. And then what's then the other definition of a public company? It's the shares or the owners of a public company. Anyone can be the owner. So if, for an example, I start my company, Sishoka Company Ltd, which is a public company, right? So because this thing is a public company, I can own maybe 10%. Someone else can also come and own 10%. Whoever wants to buy the shares of this or want to be part of ownership of this company can be, and then how do they do it? They'll come and buy the shares. So they would, maybe we have 100 shares, then that person will give me maybe 20 rand, and then I give that person one share, plus to 20 rand. Then now they are also part of that company. They are also the owner of the company, even though I'm the one who started the company. But if you have money, then you can come and buy the shares and become also part of the company, what we call a shareholder. And you will see that in a minute. And this is what really differentiates this public company from this sole trader, because sole trader is your own spaza shop. No one can come and own that spaza shop. It's your own. But with a public company, it's open there. Everyone who has money can come and buy the shares and become part of that company. So let's look at private companies. Private companies is unlisted companies. So these companies are not trading in the Johannesburg Stock Exchange. So they are private. If you are the owner of the company, you're the only one who owns the company. And if you want other people to own the company, you have to invite them. They'll get a private message to say, oh no, maybe we need 2 people that can come and join our company. And then you tell them how many shares you want to give them at what price. You see, so you must be able in the exam to distinguish between a public company and a private company, right? So then what's then the next term we're going to look at is MOI. What is MOI? Is Memorandum of Incorporation. What is a Memorandum of Incorporation? A Memorandum of Incorporation is it's like a constitution. It's like the rules that shows us how to run the company, whether it's a private company or whether it's a public company. So